this weekend. Arne Slot and Liverpool will have their might against Oliver Glasner's Crystal Palace. Two sides who are unbeaten in the Premier League. Will it be one side unbeaten ending or two sides who share the spots? For Liverpool, a perfect start to the Premier League season has seen Arne Slot and his boys win 5 of their opening 5 games. But this weekend, it's either it drops points or it is Crystal Palace who probably loses for the first time. Onkani Sam and the Bishop joins me as the Reds enter match day 6, smiling, knowing fully well that the likes of Arsenal at Newcastle could potentially drop points. Spurs could also potentially drop points this weekend. And there's no convincing that Chelsea can win at Brighton. Also no convincing that Manchester City can get maximum results. So it's a weekend where one side who has not been perfect, who has not been good in terms of performance. Like somebody said, I've never seen a team going 7 games playing badly, but still finding a way to win all 7 games. And that team is Liverpool. Now, the first time these two sides met this season, it ended 2-1. On penalties, I beg your pardon, in favor of Crystal Palace. This could potentially be the second of 5 fixtures both sides can actually face. Yeah. They will still face in the second leg of the Premier League. Yeah. They will face in the League Cup. Yeah. And they could potentially face in the FA Cup if they both draw themselves. But the big talking point is no Ugo Ekitike for Liverpool, the man who scored when they both met in the first leg. There is also no Eberechi for Crystal Palace, the man who was involved in the goal when they also both met.
Funnily, see, Eberechi absence is not conspicuous again. For now, it's not conspicuous. You cannot say, oh, they are missing Eberechi. Fine, they're not winning. I think they just have 7 points, right? Yeah. Yet to lose. But we thought because Eberechi was a powerhouse in that team. We thought his absence is going to be so obvious. But it's not obvious. They've actually found a way of actually doing their things. I mean, Mateta is still doing his thing.
I think that was the best. That was the best signing they did. Keeping Mateta.
No, I think their best signing was keeping. What was his name? Maguire. Yeah, I think that's the best signing they did. And somehow he feels so comfortable. He does not look so worried. He's like, I know my time is coming. I'm still young.
I can still work out.
Yeah,
a big club.
Coming up against Liverpool, right? A team that somehow the God of soccer have been smiling on and coming now. I think it has gone beyond the God of soccer all of a sudden. Let's be very frank. A team that has grit, that have capacity. A team that is determined. A team that plays like champions, you understand? They know. I mean, they scored.
So are you going to agree with me?
They scored. Of course, I've never disagreed. I said, my question in all this is all the time is,
how long
is it going to, yeah, of course, come on, I've seen people. At some point, Arsenal dog result like that 2-3 seasons ago. The season Arsenal lost this. I mean, the league with just 1 point. Yeah. Similar, yeah. That was, they did that for almost 6-7 matches. They were not so convincing, but they were scoring 1 goal. The difference between them and Arsenal was not conceded. Why they are conceding. Now, that now brings us back to the biggest issue. They concede a lot against a lackluster Southampton that ought not to have a shot on target against them. They still conceded a goal against them. Now, they come up against a side that looks compact, that looks... They are in their skin. They are in their moment. They are not winning matches. They are not flamboyant. But everything seems to be okay with them. They are okay with where they are because that's where they belong to. Mid-table team. Nobody's expecting so much from them. No pressure on them. Who has a lot of pressure on them? It's Liverpool. So they come against a team that most likely for the first time that's going to be... I'm not seeing a defeat or this thing. It could be a draw. Because they're going to approach this game with lot of consciousness. They'll be so conscious. They're not going to go all out again. Now, here is it. They have something to defend. They're yet to lose. So it's in their head already. So now they work towards defending that. They want to see how long they can go with this. So that will make them a bit careful and it might cost them. A game that I'm not expecting so much. A game that is going to be not drop. It will live up to expectation, but that's not going to be a victor.
Anyway, I quite agree with you, but I still think they missed the service of very chase, and I'll tell you why. The numbers tells the story, you know. As much as still compact, and kudos to Chrysanthus Uche, the Nigerian international.
He's here to start.
We saw him coming from the bench and give some flashes here and there. But and Mark Hughes,
they've only scored 6 goals.
6 goals. Yeah, this is
now. Let me ask you a question. Yeah, it's not about the numbers. Where are they on the table?
They are 5th. Palace are 5th.
Where were they when Eberechi left them?
Somewhere around that.
So they're not missing him for now.
I'm talking about
they were even below when he left.
I was looking
last year. They didn't finish.
They were in the top 10. They were not in the top 10.
So what are we talking about here?
But
they're not missing him.
Let's look at it from the
they're not missing him
from the point of view, in the sense that, see, as much as we want to say keeping Mateta, Maguire is good for the Crystal Palace
amazing
team,
for them.
But you want goals at some point. You can't rely on. You look like
he's scoring.
But over dependence on Mateta is the problem. You know, see when you take out
Eberechi scored last season.
I think he scored double figures. At least.
Is it up to now?
Yeah, he did score.
In the Premier League.
No, in all competition.
No, I'm talking about in the Premier League. We're talking about the Premier
I
League
know,
right
I
now.
understand. I'm saying when a player who gives you double figure on your team leads the team, there's a problem in the team as well. Because you can't always rely on Philip Mateta to get the goals. In as much as
Jackson has been giving Chelsea back-to-back double figures. Are they missing him?
absolutely,
I doubt
they
much.
look like they are.
I doubt much. They're not missing him.
Yao Pedro is doing what you should do.
So what are we talking
Even
about
that
here?
number is not even like, it's not astronomical.
But
they're
not missing him. The most important, what I want to
See,
punch out
okay.
here is the fact that they are not actually missing him. Saying they're missing him, I feel not be charitable to this team because they're doing an amazing job.
Because
they are built on
why I will agree on the Gueye conversation.
Yeah.
Now they've only considered twice this season.
That's
So
what
it
Gueye
tells you
brings
that
in.
they go up against a side who know how to score goals. Now Liverpool have scored 11 goals this season. About the side that has scored the most goals, if I'm not mistaken, or one of the most that side has scored the most goals in the Premier League. Now Liverpool have scored 11. Now this is a side that's only considered just twice. Now probably I look at the Arsenal defense.
Arsenal have considered twice.
Arsenal have also considered twice. I
yeah.
look at Spurs likely.
Spurs
In the Premier League,
yeah.
I think Spurs have also Spurs have considered three goals in the Premier League,
Yeah.
so they have one of the best defense in the league.
See, I want to be very critical. And as like I said, let's give Crystal Palace and Oliver Glasner. I think keeping
Simple,
Glasner
don't take
Now,
anything away from
17
Yeah.
games, 17
Yet
games
to lose.
unbeaten.
that's glassy. It's the
We know without
it
him,
is-
without
we
simple.
know.
So that's what we're talking about.
But
see,
they're built on steel.
so what
this
can-
game, see this game, but why I'm not too scared for Liverpool is because I can't find where the goal is going to come from. Will they keep it short the back? Fine.
Liverpool.
For Crystal Palace, I don't know where the goal is going to come from because all the
Mateta is always going to score. We know that for sure.
Oh, we know Liverpool. If Liverpool keeps
Ismail Assar will always score.
Now Ismail Assar and Philip Mateta have scored two goals each.
Exactly.
Now, who is Liverpool's top scorer in the Premier League?
Ekitike.
He's out.
3 goals.
Big and again,
Three goals.
I will come
So-
to
Isaac has
no,
scored
so-
just once this
Yeah.
season, and he's not yet to score in the Premier League.
No.
Mo Salah has scored
No,
twice,
so-
if I'm not mistaken, in the Premier
Our
League,
point
and
is
one
sim-
is for penalty.
Our point is simple here. They are not missing him that much. Give them their flowers.
that much.
you
I
understand?
agree.
Simple.
Are they missing him? Yes. That much, I don't think so.
I mean, a
But
player
you
of his
can't-
caliber, if he
you
leaves a
come
team
on,
like that,
it
they will
has to show.
certainly.
But
how they've been able to manage without him is what we're talking about
feel
here.
sorry
So we're
for
giving them their credit.
I feel sorry for
kudos.
Liverpool as well. I think Liverpool on their own day too. Looks like a team who knows
That-
how to grind results.
See, that Liverpool considered against
It's a
Southampton
blow.
was a
It's
worry
Says
for
a
you.
lot.
Yeah, big blow.
Says a lot. That
And
they
not
consider.
even, not
And
the
guess
fact,
what?
Not the fact they even consider is the manner at which they consider.
That they forget about the manner.
The banner was
the fact that they
comical.
conceded.
Yeah.
The fact that they conceded against Southampton shows they can't keep it short at the back. And if you cannot keep it short at the back, how long? There are days that up front you might not be able to create. You might not be able to score. So what
To
happened?
be honest, if there was no moment of brilliance in the Arsenal game, it could have been goalless.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I
It
agree
could
with
have been goalless.
Yeah.
Now, and that's why I'm going to.
Yes.
Now you're playing against the Crystal Palace side who also have the same defensive grip
you.
because
Structure, yeah.
they want to keep it tight at the back. We've seen
Not
Palace
they want
against
to. They keep it
we
tight.
saw
at the
Palace
back.
against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea could not break them.
At
Yeah.
all.
Now we'll probably see them against the Liverpool side, and Palace will come with the same mentality. Now this is a Palace side that even when Liverpool are in their element, let's put it
They
that
couldn't
way,
break them down.
in
They
the
couldn't
Community
break
Shield,
Yeah.
they struggle to break them down. That moment of brilliance from Florian Wirtz
Fritz
and
and
Ekitike led to the goal, and after that
It was
it was over.
Yeah.
Now if they keep it tight for Liverpool, and there's no Soboslai's brilliance, there's no brilliance from Gravenberch like we saw against Everton,
Mo Salah.
and then Mo Salah, it becomes a problem
I-
because Salah has not even been impressive
My problem is
aside the Atletico game this
my
season.
problem is the cohesion. I think Liverpool are struggling with a bit of cohesion.
Now there's a huge factor, no Ekitike.
Yeah, and that is stupid.
Which is a huge
that
factor.
brings me back
For
to
me,
this.
I wouldn't
That
want
brings
to
me
yellow-
back to a
a
stupid
stupid
red
yellow
card he
card.
picked up. You got into the pitch of play and said something for Isaac. You kicked the ball, you got a yellow card. You scored, and you're pulling your shirt.
You scored against Southampton in the EFL Cup third round.
You know what I feel? Why I feel so much. It's not even for Liverpool. I feel so for him himself. Now, what he has done, he has given the coach an easy job. He's not going to think of who's going to start. That's when now he gives. He has said, "What Isaac? What can you do?" Isaac goes in there and scores 3 goals in the game against.
That's all.
Crystal Palace. He sits on the bench.
That's all.
So it's a stupid yellow card for him because he may have just thrown his Liverpool career under the bus
But realistically,
without knowing.
what if that is the true reflection of him? Quite young, he's not used to this kind of a thing.
And
All of a
you play
sudden,
for
it's working
Liverpool.
for him.
You need to grow up.
See,
You need to grow up.
will he grow up just one day? He's not used to it. It's happening for him.
He's happy.
He's
You know,
becoming
scoring in the
unbelievable.
Winning goal in the cup.
Scored in champ. I mean, scored in the
Isaac
league.
scored though. You're just scoring.
Isaac is
Is-
has been in this league.
For
So
the past
Isaac should
4-5
be happy
days.
he scored against Southampton.
You don't get my
Wearing
point.
Liverpool jersey.
I'm looking at the point of the fact that he has given Isaac a lifeline.
Of course, that was what I was saying. Childish mistake that probably might cost him so much. His place in the team now is threatened, whether he likes it or not.
See, all Isaac needs to do is go into that game and score twice. And
Well, that's
and Slot will play him the
I
next
think
game.
I think 7 grace is the side Isaac is going to come up against. the Crystal Palace side, you understand, that have, I mean, that know how to keep each other at the back. That might be his saving grace because.
But Isak has got the ability, the wand to snap his finger and get a goal. He's done against Crystal Palace.
If work for Isak, if it didn't work for Isak now, the coach will still be left with the option that either of these two can start the game. But if it works for Isak, it's going to be like, okay, this guy is going to be starting my game for me until this guy is not fit enough, or until we're facing a side I feel I don't need to start this guy. That's what I'm going to consider him. So bad decision, you understand? But it reflects for me his age and his exposure.
Let's look at the two managers quickly. Of course, Arne Slot needs no introduction. First season title, second season probably wants to win it again. Top of the table, 5 games, 5 wins.
He wants to win, not probably. He wants to win.
15-point maximum, the only side in the league this season. I think if you consider Europe's top 5 league this year, I think both him, Real Madrid, Napoli have dropped points at some point this season.
No,
okay,
not yet.
So Napoli are also not here to drop points. So
points,
you look at it, but
Bayern
also and all of that. Paris Saint-Germain.
So many of them are there. So come on.
When you look at it,
they beat by Marseille last time. I didn't Ballon d'Or day. 1-0. Marseille beat them 1-0.
So you see, now if you look at it, the man wants to continue that streak.
I mean,
like we said, 7 games, 7 points, 7 games, 7 wins.
See, my argument,
not
dropping this argument, right? See, if you have the resources, it works for you. If Glasner is going to get the resources this guy having his disposal, probably Glasner is going to be in a class of his own. Probably he's going to belong to a class.
He's better than yes.
So he was with Feyenoord. He wasn't this brilliant. Right? The resources just change him. It shows resources plays a very important role.
Imagine a squad that does not have a Chiesa in the Champions League squad.
I mean, imagine a squad
he's been brought in now.
Because of the injury to Leon. I'm just giving an example.
Imagine
you can let go of Chiesa, who was the best player in the
Imagine a team that spent over 400 million.
Wow.
Now, let me shock you. Barca spent less than 40 million pounds in the last transfer window. 30 for the goalkeeper guy, then another 2.5 for one Rooney guy. So now comparing to a team that has this amount of resources, that put out such amount of resources, Ekitike is almost 90, right?
Alone, yeah.
And they broke the British transfer record twice in one window.
And the funny thing is,
Isak and Fleury.
You know the funny thing? Instead of comparing him with other guys, instead of talking about these two guys, guess what the media keeps doing every day? They keep talking about Gyökeres, who is late. The cost of being Gyökeres was far, of course, compared to these guys.
Yeah.
But what they keep hammering on, everybody talk. I've not seen anybody saying Ekitike needs to score against Arsenal. He needs to score against Man City. He needs. But I've seen everybody saying Gyökeres needs to score. You understand?
The standard is set for himself.
Who?
Gyökeres.
How about the Ekitike himself? The amount they purchase him for. The amount they purchase him for is not come and be scoring against. So what I'm talking about here, but that's just by the way. We'll come to that later. His saving grace might be if what's his name? It's not in his element. Talking about Isak.
Yeah, if he does not get
he fumbles, then he might have a new lease. I mean, of life. But if he does not
get it right,
fumble, forget
it's
it.
the beginning of the
You can't even buy that kind of a person. Comes and give you what you want.
He's a British record.
He's British record. So
he knows the league.
He will come and give you what you want. You can't even start thinking of bringing somebody who is.
It's not a gamble.
Standard.
Ekitike looks more like a gamble than Isak. Isak hits the round running, game over for Ekitike.
Let's look at Glasner. Now, joined Crystal Palace February of 2024, about 18-19 months now, in charge of Crystal Palace. 1 FA Cup title, 1 Community Shield title.
Yeah.
You cannot take it away. They play in Europe because of him this season. I think they were elevated to the from the Conference League. You know, when you look at the man, there's a template, and it looks like he's working. It looks like he knows what he wants.
Not that he looks like
he knows what exactly he wants.
You know, I just want to say
he's gone to the market to get the players if he thinks fit.
No. To even add to what you said, he told what's his name, Pep, I'm going to beat you next time we meet, and he did that. That tells you he has studied this team. He knows, okay, if I should play this way, I'm going to defeat this team. Now, I think when we're talking about achievers, this guy should be mentioned. But guess what?
Nobody seems to be talking about him.
Nobody talks about him. He's just one of those guys out there. He's doing more than people talk about guys like the Dortmund coach and the rest of more than. No, this guy is doing far better than
the last time they lost a competitive game was far back as April. When they were beating 5-0 by Newcastle United.
We talked about the fact that the best signing for Crystal Palace is Mark Way. I think the best signing for Crystal Palace has been Oliver Glasner. Because this was the same Crystal Palace that was all over the place.
They had to let go. What was his name? I'm trying to remember his name.
The old man, what was his name?
Roy Hodgson.
And then they tried to shape and change and chop and change. And they came, he just looked like, a match made in heaven. Square peg and square hold. Turn the team around, the psychology around, philosophy around. And the boys play some maybe pragmatic, but effective and efficient football. And you may doubt whatever he does, but with the quality of players, I think he's punching above his weight. He's shooting above his thighs. With the quality of players he's got at his disposal, because with my hands, I can count some players who I think will be maybe just above are very good players. And the rest are just, but he makes Look at Adam Watson. He's now worth over 70 million pounds. From where?
See,
Shocking. Just because of what Glasner has done with him.
Somehow he has turned that side to an invincible side. It's not a side that you can hit your chest all the time.
No, it can be.
And go to and say you will beat them.
The worst place to play football in the Premier League is Selhurst Park.
Because they make it.
Right.
You're not sure you're going to get something from it. You get a draw from it, you go home bringing the shields. Hardly safe. So it's a very. It looks, and that's what makes stuff of champion. The Mourinho of old will turn Tampa Bay to a slaughter ground. You get there, you know you're going to get beaten. This is 1-0. May not be flamboyant, may not be exquisite, may not be impeccable. Not football with swagger or panache, but the job is done. 3 points, and that's what it's all about. So I feel sorry for Liverpool. They're playing a tough team tonight. Tough team by the weekend.
A tough team for Liverpool at the Selhurst Park. For Liverpool, will it be 6/6, or it'll be the first time this season that the Reds will drop points? Guys, of course, our usual tradition. Okani Sam has been getting it right. No, so shut Okani Sam now. Get one right.
No, Okani is on his element.
Get one right.
Don't worry, it's a purple patch. Let me say that it's a bleep.
Let me just make it easy for you. If it also gives a prediction, just do opposite of the prediction. That's what happens. Okani Sam.
I think it's simple. It's gonna be both sides will drop point. So a draw.
You're going for a draw.
I'm going for a draw. A 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
Worst case scenario.
No, I'm not kind. I don't think Crystal will let Liverpool score 2. So I'll go with a 1-1 draw.
A 1-1 draw.
Exactly.
Okani Sam has gone for a 2-2 draw. So has also gone for a draw in this game. But I think Liverpool will continue their unbeaten start. Their winning start, I beg your pardon, to the season. It ends this weekend. Winning start. Winning start.
Start to the season.
But it ends this weekend for Crystal Palace. It ends this weekend. A 2-1 win for Liverpool. Mo Salah, captain him your fantasy. Captain Mo Salah. Mo Salah will score. Not a goal this time around for
another penalty.
Possibly. But I think for me, I'm going with a Liverpool 2-1. And this weekend I'll see how it pans out. But I must say it's going to be an interesting game, no doubt about that. The Selhurst Park. Liverpool traveling away to Crystal Palace, not convincing in the cup game, but hopefully they will be convincing in the Premier League. Can they make it 6/6, or will it be match number 18 without defeat for Oliver Glasner? We'll wait to see how that one will pan out this weekend. Football Temple brought to you by Azar Studios.